Welcome to Forged by Fireside, your place for real talk about fitness, nutrition, and mindset. We're here to inspire, educate, and walk alongside you as you build a stronger, healthier life in the gym and beyond. So gather by the fire and let's forge a fitter life together. What's up, Joe?
What up?
How you feeling?
Well, good. I noticed that your voice sounds just a little bit deeper and hoarser than normal.
I was trying to do it deeper, actually.
It is January 2nd.
January
and
2nd.
Here's what happens every year. We get through the holidays.
We finally get some time to relax.
And then we get sick.
All of us got sick.
Judah's sick. Izzy's sick. Mama's sick. I'm sick.
Yep.
Yeah. Sinus infection for me. Post-cold. You guys are flu-y, whatever. But we're on the mend.
We're getting
there. We're getting there.
We're on the mend. Speaking of health, let's talk about our upcoming nutrition challenge.
Yes.
You titled Win the Winter.
Yes. Win the winter.
Win the winter.
So here's the deal. The winter can be tough. The winter can be tough.
I already kind of hate. January's hard.
Yeah, you get through Christmas and then it's like, what am I looking forward to here?
It's
January,
gloomy
February.
And sad.
Yeah, people talk about, what's it called?
Seasonal depression.
Oh, you went a serious route. What's the thing where we're like stuck in the gray clouds in Idaho?
Oh, inversion.
They made up a name for it.
Inversion.
Yeah, we're from Seattle, so
Constant
not that big
inversion.
of a deal.
Yeah.
But yes, winter's hard. It's harder to get motivated. It's dark when you wake up. It's dark when you get home from work. It's dark.
And Bogus isn't open, so
right. Yeah, and this has been an unusual winter.
It is weird.
Yeah,
but
so
we're gonna win the winter.
Yes, we are. So that's how the name came for this nutrition challenge.
Yeah.
For one, nutrition challenges are a huge part of what we do at Fireside. I love them.
You love them.
I pressure Kendra.
He literally begs me
constantly to
When's
do
the
nutrition
next challenge?
Because that's just how I am. Like
you love points.
Yeah, I'm
systems.
a moral perfectionist. I'm a
Rule
legalist.
follower.
I follow the rules.
Yeah.
But I need somebody to lay the rules out for me, right? So I love that. And then win the winter came from kind of this idea of we win the morning, we win the day when we work out, so let's win the winter. Yeah. All right, enough of this like, okay, I'm gonna pack on some weight this winter, but then in the spring I'll fire it up. Yeah.
Well, the good news is, so we're gonna do an 8-week nutrition challenge.
Yep.
And we're going to start January 26th. So it's giving some people some time to kind of get through a little bit of the new year, get back into the rhythm. It's going to be 8 weeks. So it will lead right into the spring.
Yes.
Which I think is a great jump off. So we're going to have some accountability with the challenge through really the hardest part of the year. And then hopefully you have a lot of really good steam leading into the spring, which naturally is kind of this, renewal point of the year. It's warmer, it's sunnier, and you can just carry on those habits through the spring and then just be summer bod ready.
Yeah. And that's a big deal for a lot of people because oftentimes like we start thinking about summer bod when it starts to get warmer.
Yeah.
And at that point,
too late, man.
But also that just walks us right through the open, which I love. Opens on the 26th of February.
Yeah.
So we got a full month under our belt of new habits. And then of course you're going to talk to them about competition day eating and things like that, which is a big deal for folks, how to perform our best, what we should be doing to fuel our body. So this isn't going to be like, again, none of our challenges are like this crazy restrictive thing. Instead, it's like, hey, how can I optimize my health? And we think about your health, your total health, and physique's part of that, and performance is part of that, but also like longevity, mobility, all of those things to help you live your best life. And so I love the timing of this one.
Yeah, and I love what you said. The goal of all of our challenges is for them to be easy to do and easy to maintain. And it's kind of annoying actually. I've had a lot of people who I'm like, hey, are you going to do the nutrition challenge? And they're like, well, I don't really need to because I'm like still doing it all.
Yeah.
So we're not like counting all of our macros and weighing and measuring all of our food. Like our nutrition challenges really come from a point of, hey, this is something that's going to be sustainable for the rest of your life, make you feel good in your workouts. And then we're going to have different levels in the challenge as well. So if you're more of a beginner, you have no idea what a protein, a carb, or a fat is, or if you're more of an advanced athlete, what we would call a fire breather, we'll kind of have a level for you as well to make sure that you're kind of getting what you want out of the challenge.
And I love that because it's accessible to everybody. Everybody can have success. Mm-hmm. People that don't want to weigh and measure and count, they don't have to. Mm-hmm. Really, you don't need to.
No.
And you can still have a ton of success. Mm-hmm. But then those that do, and there are some that do, can get after it, which is going to be really fun. And I thought of this really cheesy illustration as to why nutrition challenges are such a big deal for me.
Okay.
Right? So just the way my brain works. Here's the progression of Joe's coffee order. Okay. So during a nutrition challenge, I go Americano, 16 ounce, nothing in it.
Wow.
Right? Americano. Usually iced because I prefer iced. Nobody cares. Then from there, I add just a splash of oat milk, right? Just a splash, just to kind of take some of the bitterness. Okay. Not a huge deal.
You're not like Coach Travis who does the Americano with a shot.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Literally like mustache.
That's why he has a six pack.
Chest hair just grows while he drinks that. Anyway, from there, it progresses to like, okay, well, I'm going to continue doing oat milk, right? But then I'll add a little bit of sweetener. So let's do, I'm not going to do a full sweet vanilla latte, but let's add a half sweet, right? And then suddenly, like what started off in a good space, because let's face it, I drink 2 or 3 coffees a day.
5, 6.
Yeah, it's not good. And that's just like an example of what happens for me. I let just a little bit more in, just a little bit more in. I start from a good foundation, and then I just get a little bit lax with it, and so it's almost like a reset for me. That's how my brain works.
Yeah,
I get excited about, hey, let's fire this up again. I feel better when we do a nutrition challenge. I love the control it gives me as to, hey, these are the 5 things that Kendra's asking me to do. I'm going to do those things, and I'm going to do them really well. And then we're adding a few things to this nutrition challenge.
Yeah.
Right?
And basically what you just said was you are just dialing in your daily habits just by a little inch.
Yep.
And I gave this example on a few podcasts back, but one of our winners, Ben, from the last challenge, he was like, the biggest thing that's changed is I've stopped eating peanut butter out of the jar with a spoon at night. And when people think of nutrition challenges, they often think of like this huge overhaul that's not sustainable for the long term, but it really is those little tiny things that we will dial in the challenge that really make a long-term progress happen, right? It's not reaching for the jar of peanut butter and having a glass of tea instead. It's not having the Frappuccino or the full fat white chocolate mocha every morning, but it's the black Americano. And it is just those little changes that we can make that over a long period of time will really help us stay in shape and strong.
Yeah. And I think this challenge will be different for me. I'm approaching 40. I'm going to turn 40 this year.
Yep.
And 38 and 39 were rough years for me, like just changes physically. And so something like, 600 to 800 grams of fruits and vegetables a day has really changed shape in my mind. There were seasons where nutrition challenges were like, hey, I want that. I want abs number 7 and 8 to pop, right? I want that 6-pack, 8-pack. I want to go big. Those days are behind me. And now it's like, hey, I have a colonoscopy coming up. I want to make sure I'm getting enough fiber to keep my colon healthy, right? That runs in my family, and I want to take care of that. Hey, I got sick. This is now my 3rd or 4th time this fall alone, right? What's going on there? I need to make sure that I'm eating the right balance of micronutrients through fruits and vegetables. So longevity is a piece of it too. Like we want performance to improve, of course. We want to look our best, of course. But I'm starting to think differently about things. I'm approaching 40. I'm looking down the future, and I want to have energy to hang with my kids. Right. They're a huge priority. That wasn't the case in previous nutrition challenges, right? In the past. I want to have the energy throughout the day to hang with them. I want to have the mobility to hang with them, to do what they want to do. I'm dreaming about coaching soccer for Judah. He likes it. I played it. And so I want to be able to finish a work day at the church and have the energy to go and yell at 6-year-old boys and not just play red light, green light.
Yeah.
Right. So there's people probably that are listening, and I just encourage you to like think through that too. Like it's not just about body fat percentage, although we measure that. It's not just about lean muscle mass, although we measure that. Like, what are you doing now to prevent
chronic disease?
Exactly. Down the road.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when we don't struggle with that, it's not on our mind.
Right.
Then you hit something, some sort of roadblock, and you're like, hey, I need to really take care and steward my body well. And so I'm excited to do that this challenge.
Yeah. And that's the foundation of CrossFit, right? If we really want to get geeky and we look at the theoretical development of an athlete, which is a part of the CrossFit handbook, nutrition is at the very bottom, and it is really the biggest way we can change how we look, how we feel, and our long-term health.
Yep. I love that. So how are we doing the challenge this year?
Yep. So it's going to be similar to challenges past in that it's an 8-week challenge. You're going to do an in-body scan before and after. And an in-body scan is very easy. You just take off your socks and shoes. We have a machine at the gym. It takes 2 seconds. So it's not invasive or anything like that. But it'll tell you how much you weigh, your body fat percentage, your muscle mass. And so we'll take an in-body scan before the challenge and after the challenge to measure your progress. We're going to do daily points in sugar WOD. So we will nail those points down, but something along the lines of tracking your protein, getting 800 grams of fruits and vegetables, no junk food or alcohol or added sugar intake, and then getting a workout in. And then you also get weekly recipes and tips and an email from me to just kind of keep things going. The big thing this year that we're going to do is we're going to put everybody on a team.
Yeah.
So teams of 3 to 4, we're going to kind of parse that out to kind of see how that flows. But we're really excited about that just because you have that added accountability. Yeah. It's really easy to let ourselves down or to say we're going to do something and not do it when we're not being held accountable by other people. And so we're excited to have that additional accountability, but then also an added element of community and getting to know people better in the gym.
I love that. And I know for me, that's a big deal. Like for every nutrition challenge, something I do to kind of get fired up, but also for accountability purposes, is I talk a bunch of trash to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to beat you. Right. You are the worst. I'm going to crush you.
Right.
And I do that just because that gets them fired up. Now we have a little bit of back and forth. They're checking in on me, talking about their gains. I'm doing the same for them. And really that's what the CrossFit method and class style is all about, right? It's all about accountability, community, consistency,
points,
having friends in the gym. And so let's just translate that to the nutrition challenge. Let's have, people in our corner. And I envision on my team setting up like a WhatsApp or something where people can
group chat.
Yeah, people can adjust their notifications so it's not just pinging all day long or anything crazy like that. We can kind of find a norm for what's helpful for check-ins. It doesn't need to be like, hey, I'm going to take a picture of every meal, but it could be if the team wants to do that, and that's helpful. And so we'll give you some kind of tips and tricks for how to maximize that.
Yeah.
But having people that are rooting for you and really care about what you're eating, and it's just a really fun added bonus. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to the team component.
Yeah. And I will say, if you are like on the fence, challenge yourself a little bit. I wouldn't say that like nutrition challenges are fun for me. Like I like to be able to eat whatever I want, of course, but they're a really good time to challenge yourself and to reset your habits, but also see what is possible when you put a little pedal to the metal. And when you are pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit. A lot of people are like, oh, we don't get to have alcohol. Like, I don't want to do it then. And it's like, well, maybe that's a sign you absolutely should do it, right, just to see what happens to your sleep, to your mood, to your body, how you feel in the gym, what your endurance is like, what your stamina is like, what, if you're better with your kids, all those things.
Yeah. The alcohol thing is really interesting because it's exactly what you said. It's not that drink is what we're most concerned about. It's not like that's benefiting you, but at the same time, like the impact on sleep, the impact on mood, the impact on just your ability to recover day to day, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so just taking a pause on that, and really, like, you know, we should be able to take pause on anything in our life. And if we can't, you know, it's time to look at that. And so, yeah, I just encourage you, if you hear that and you're like, I don't want to do this, I just encourage you, see what happens. Measure your sleep, measure your energy, measure your mood, and let's give it a go for a little bit. And you can always usher it back in when you want to. So it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. And people have seen incredible results with this challenge, like incredible, like huge muscle mass gain and then a huge drop in body fat. Every time we do this, I'm honestly amazed at the results that people get.
Yeah.
Just by dialing in their protein, just by cutting out the junk, just by adding in fruits and vegetables. Like, it's really, really worth it. Because those results have been so amazing.
Yeah. I remember this last one, Cammie, who I see a lot at the 9:30 class, just crushed it, right? And as we got towards the end, she was like, did I win?
I'm winning.
Did I win?
Yeah.
Did I win?
Yeah.
And there was a 2-way tie, right? Or how did we decide that?
She was really close.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had put on a bunch of muscle mass, but someone beat her. Yeah.
Okay. So, but it was just fun because she's just kind of one of those people who comes in and is about her business and is like a silent assassin.
She's so strong for her size.
Yeah. And
she outlifts me 100%.
And has really seen gains. Like, she's really improved quite a bit since she started. And so it's just fun to see people engage and work hard. And really, CrossFit draws a lot of those people anyway. And so now it's a chance for us to just step it up just one more notch. Let's dial in our eating. Let's get after it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, look for more details soon with the Win the Winter Nutrition Challenge. And we hope you sign up.
Yeah. And if you want to be on my team, send me a direct message.
Now recruiting for teams.
Oh, one more thing. All of Kendra's best recipes have come from nutrition challenges. We get on like these kicks. She looks something up because she's going to put out. By the way, I have to just sell this a little bit. You work really hard to put out amazing content week to week. There's links to articles. There's links to recipes. There's you collaborate with other people. Hey, that recipe was really good. I'm going to include it. Like, the work that you put in a nutrition challenge is an incredible value.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then remember, like you said, this is our foundation. This is a pillar of what we're about. Do this.
Yeah.
Like, if you're listening to this, you have interest in Fireside, you have interest in hearing our voice, do this. Sign up for this. It's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, do the challenge.
Win the winter.
Win the winter.
Hey, let's win the winter.
Let's win it.
But I'm going to win. For real.
All right. We'll see you next time.